Lady Gaga, and I'm changing the world one secret at a time.
Lady Gaga, The Fame, the highly anticipated debut album including Just Dance and Poker Face. The New York Post says Lady Gaga is the future of pop.
I need more to feed my pop heart. Give me more. I want the future. My name is Lady Gaga, and this is my house.
You ever look at Lady Gaga and think, why does she look like that? Not in a rude way, but in a real way, curious. Before she was Lady Gaga, she was Stefani, a kid who loved the piano, a kid who felt everything too deeply, who got told that she was too much. And when you hear something like that long enough, you start to believe it. So she did the only thing she could think of. She created a version of herself that couldn't be ignored. Not for attention, but because it hurt too much to be invisible.
When I was in school, in high school, I remember once some of the girls from my class, they were hanging out with some boys that I knew also. And I went to meet some friends for some pizza that were at the same pizzeria. And the boys picked me up and threw me in the trash can on the corner of my block while all the other girls from the school were leaving and could see me in the trash. And everybody was laughing, and I was even laughing. I had that nervous giggle. And I just remember like holding back the tears and the lip quivering and don't let them see you. And I remember even one of the girls looking at me like, are you about to cry? You're pathetic.
But none of this mattered when she had a dream.
Talented singer-songwriter Stephanie Germanotta.
Please give a warm welcome to Stephanie Germanotta.
When I'm with you, I'm so sedated. Everybody here, they know my game. But when I walk down the street, I hear them say, there she goes, that crazy girl.
Wow, what a voice. That was at 15. How cool is that?
After years of being told she didn't fit, Stefani Germanotta made a decision. If the world didn't accept her for who she was, she chose to embrace her journey and redefine her identity on her own terms.
It's like very empowering. I did it for extra money. I used to make extra money to make my clothes for on stage. And it was also a way for me to infiltrate the underground scene, because I would go dance and then I would bring my music with me and I would say, will you play this while I dance? And then they'd put it on and they'd say, man, this is good. Who is this? And I'd say, that's me.
She was inspired by icons like David Bowie, Queen, Grace Jones, her love for the song Radio Gaga. She didn't just chase a record deal, she invented a character. Lady Gaga was her armor and her weapon, and she didn't do it alone. In 2008, she formed the House of Gaga, a small creative family that turned her wildest ideas into reality. Music, fashion, performances, all telling one story.
Because when I decided to start calling myself Gaga, it was because my friends were calling me Gaga. And then I added the lady on top of it. And I, really believed in myself. And this was a way for me to create a character. I always wanted to be an actress before I wanted to be a singer. So I created a character, and I have been creating characters, I think, with each album I've made over the years so that I could act in a way. And when I did this, it gave me wings to fly. It just felt like a superhero cape. And, that's really the big difference between me and Ali, is that I really believed in myself. I really was like, I'm gonna bang down every door and I am going to get every gig that I can get so that I can sing my heart out all over this town, and I am gonna make it as a singer and as a musician.
I need more to feed my pop heart.
In 2008, The Fame exploded onto the scene.
Lady Gaga, The Fame, the highly anticipated debut album available at Walmart. Save money, live better.
Can't read my, no, we can't read them. Play an out game, then you want now, fuck you My name is Lady Gaga.
Tell us a little bit about your sound.
It's definitely pop, 150,000%, but we've got some 80s, we've got a little 70s trash glam in there. It's pretty eclectic. I would say theatrical pop music. It's not about being famous. This record is about having the fame. It's all about carrying yourself and being passionate about something in your life that permeates through your skin. Beautiful Dirty Rich I wrote in my panties, dancing around to a track in my bedroom. You know, that's one way that I write. Other ways I write are at the piano. I'll really stick to the chords, really try to come up with really beautiful progressions. But I find that all of the quote-unquote hit pop songs, if you will, are when I am like doing the dishes, not paying attention, or joking around with my friends. Let's have some fun this beat. I mean, I'll just literally be doing something that's funny and it becomes a song. I mean, it's really the best way. It's simple, it's catchy, it's hooky, it's peppy, it's snappy, you know, it's quick. And Just Dance, which is my first single, I wrote that song in honestly 10 minutes. Me and the producer Red One, who I've known before I was signed to Interscope, we did a record long before called Boys, 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 which was the record that really got me noticed. I was so excited to be in the studio.
Her dresses and looks make her an icon in pop culture. One of her unforgettable dresses was the meat dress, worn at the 2010 MTV Video Music Awards. It was designed as an artistic and political statement. She put on the dress crafted from raw beef by designer Frank Fernandez.
I want to give my fans everything that they deserve, and they do not deserve sweatpants and sneakers. They deserve the real me all the time, and this is who I am.
But beneath the shock value, Gaga explained the dress was her protest against the US military's don't ask, don't tell policy.
The moral and ethical and political implication of that outfit was far beyond what most people think, which is ew, right? Ew, right? But the reality of it is I was there with 4 soldiers that had been discharged under the pretense of don't ask, don't tell.
Finally, a reminder to everyone with a dream.
And the Oscar goes to... Lady Gaga, Mark Ronson, Anthony Rosamondo, and Andrew Wyatt.
Shallow, Lady Gaga, and Bradley Cooper.
And the Grammy goes to Die With a Smile, Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars.
The fame on for Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
In the end, love or hate it, she is one of the best pop artists in history.